Hello. Oh, let's see here. I hope you hear me. Hello, hello, hello. So it should work, no? Working. Let's see. I hope I have to turn off all the things. I hope so. Okay. I don't even have. What the hell here? Where's the time? No. I have glasses. What are the? Okay. Can anybody? Can anybody? I don't know if you guys can see. Can you hear me? Can you see me and everything? I don't know. Okay. Oh, hi. Okay. So good. Because I never know. So many different, you know, tech problems. Always tech problems. Always tech problems. I think I'm finally figuring it out. Okay, finally figuring out the whole thing, even with Zoom, the whole thing slowly. But I'm glad we have this. Okay, it really does seem like it's a bit more simple. The whole thing, direct thing with YouTube. Okay, but well, this is it. Okay, so okay. Oh, look, like this. Look. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna get into. So I'm gonna go straight to the candles. Okay. Okay. It's Friday. It's guys. I was expecting something to arrive. I had like the most funniest gift, like toy. Oh, I can't. Oh, I need to light this. Oh, here. I had the funniest story. It didn't arrive. Hasn't arrived. It was delayed. Okay, so it was gonna be part of the live stream. I was very upset it didn't arrive, but it's okay. It's coming soon. Okay. So okay. Here we go. I like to ask for protection. Beautiful ray of light. Coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. Step into it. Step into it. I feel protected. Step into it. I feel connected. I like to ask that informations come only from the highest sources. That it create the good and only the good. The good for the good people. The good for the good people. Okay. Okay. So here are the candles. And it was nice to start right away with this, the product, huh? So, oh my god, I have everything here. So okay. So I have everything. Okay, so guys, yeah, so good to see you. It's nice to have comments. Like I said, I'm gonna try. No, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna pay attention to the comments very much. I'm sorry, just don't take it personally, okay? This is the how I have to do it. I have to be um I have to, as you know, it's a struggle sometimes. But I know I actually like it. As you know, I like it. It's just that sometimes it could be complicated. To manage. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm not even gonna interact. I have to learn to not respond to the comments. Okay. If I see them, and even like, I say hello, but I can't engage with every single person or every single comment. Okay. But I think it's very positive generally, you know what I mean, to have the comments. I think just like probably like only on Fridays if that's okay. Okay. So, but I think it's good for everybody for us to have a catch up kind of time. You know what I mean? Also, like Fridays, it's like for the first time, I was like, wow, I feel like more relaxed than usual. Okay. I don't know if you feel that way, but it was me. I'm more organized. but, I don't know. It's like, sometimes it's like stressful. But I can't, guys, I can't turn it off. I don't know. It's a whole other thing. Let's not even try to like do stuff. Because imagine I turn it off and then I turn the whole thing off. We never know. You'll never know. You never know. No, no. Okay. And you never know. Never know. Like you press something while we are live. It's good to not test too many things, especially lately. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here, the green juice. I have to tell you about my findings. Health. Okay. So it's good to see everybody. I hope you're doing okay. Everybody's doing okay. Some of you had, I'm sorry about the loss of your dad, Jessar, and many different things. And I'll say, once we get started, I'll remind you guys to not you know, to not hoggle your in the comments too much, to make it just about, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to, you know this about by now, right? And like I said, what probably is gonna happen is I won't interact as much. Okay, okay. So, so this is it. Okay. So guys, can you believe we're still, this thing is still unreal, unreal. This thing is still on, and okay. Oh, so 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 that's the now. Before I start, we actually open here the questions. So just wanted to comment on a few things. Audrey she had asked us something about like if Biden was like was have people from the, what is it called, the Lincoln Project as VP, not VP. I'm sorry, as in the cabinet. And I was like, wait, where's it? It seems so strange. I don't mean to be rude. You know, it's just like sometimes I notice that people. I think honestly, these questions, guys, it's too early. Okay, there's so much going on. I think it's a huge hypothetical. I don't think, I just think there's enough going on. And I think, and then Rebecca clarified that actually the Obama administration apparently had Republicans before. I don't understand. But the point is, like, don't worry about it. The situation right now is very different. Like, think about how the calamity that we're living through. It's not the same as even like, think about, guys, if I was listening to, a whole other thing. I started listening to the radio more instead of television. NPR, the local NPR thing is so good. And they were saying how, the economic numbers, guys, are like it's way worse than 2008. Can you imagine? It's sort of like the depression. So everything, it's like it's just a totally new world. And that's why I don't think that like Republicans are not going to exactly understand. You know what I mean? We're going to have to change. Like I said before, it's going to be, even though, like, it's going to be a lot more progressive, not because we choose, but because we have to be. Okay, otherwise it's going to be like hell. Okay, really, like, you know what I mean? So okay. So this is the story. It's not crazy. It's crazy to think about. But don't, like I said, don't worry about it too much. I could sometimes, I'm concerned. I told you, a little bit sometimes paranoia on my end, I think. But sometimes I'm worried that, like, you guys watch a lot of channels and people say some things that I always feel. Whenever I read comments like this that are like, wait, that is like so off of, like, you know, it's so off of left field. I'm like, did they hear it somewhere? Because it doesn't make sense a lot, logistically. There's a lot of stuff going on that is important, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not, we need to make sure that we have the, actual elections. We have, I think we're gonna have elections, but you know what I mean? It's like the scale of things is so big. It's kind of scary, not scary, scary, not scary, scary, a little scary, you know what I mean? So okay. So then the other thing I want to say, also comments that were left before, just before today. Also, Indivisible has shared a comment about. She said something like, "Last time we did the live stream, you said that the Trump was doing this, was destroying America on purpose." And she said, "Oh, and it was sort of like, I did say that, but I think, guys, this is like, there was an article. Did I link to it? I think I did. Okay, the last article of today that I linked to, it's the article from Vanity Fair. Okay, and it talks about that. Like, it talks about how Jared Kushner, at the beginning, how it went wrong, the COVID response, because he realized that it was at the beginning. Remember how it was New York and California, a little bit of California and Washington State. Those are blue states. They're like, oh, blue states, people dying. Oh, forget about it. So they didn't do anything because they were happy that people were dying. Like, guys, this is not news, right? It's how they think. So that's what I mean. I think, because think about it, guys. This is done. Don't you think this is on purpose? If you're the president and you see the country falling apart and you do nothing about it, it's on purpose. Okay, and right, you know what I'm saying? Like, what they did, I think, is they decoupled the economy, and you know what I mean? Like, they say, oh, look at the stock market, it's doing great. Stock market. And did you see the other day Trump wanted to? He's like, let's get rid of the payroll tax. Yeah, well, people are unemployed. It's kind of interesting, no? Payroll, they're kind of unemployed. Like, think about it. This is on purpose, guys. It really is. Okay, because in this stage, if you don't to do nothing, is the same. To know that all of this is going on, to live in a country that has resources and do nothing. It's really, So, okay. So that is the answer. But I think the theory, guys, around this whole thing with Trump and all these people is that it's a global oligarchy. Like, it's the same thing in the UK. The UK, in some ways, I feel like it's worse. They are pushing the Brexit and those things that are truly economically, they are terrible for the UK. but they're pushing it because a small number of them was going to make money from it. So you know what I mean. So this is exactly that's what I mean. They are willing to destroy their own country because, oh, my friends will make a little money. Yeah, my friend make money. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So it was good to see you. So good. I'm happy. I'm happy we're together. And thank you for for coming, for supporting me, and thank you for putting up with me, because sometimes I have my moments. I it can be difficult, a little difficult, snappy, stuff like that. So okay, so okay, so okay, okay, guys. It's like sometimes it's overwhelming. I as you say, I organize all of this to you know but it's a lot for my house. Okay, so today is gonna be like you saw the basically it's gonna be we're gonna talk about, oh guys, it's so nice. Oh, President Obama yesterday was amazing. And you think I was like, thank God. I was thinking, I was like, oh, I have to download the video, then remove the audio because I need to keep the audio. But then I sent you yesterday the link to the live stream, I'm sorry, to the like audio, they have it on Spotify. So you can listen to it throughout the day if you want. It was very nice. So it was just like wonderful. It really was so wonderful. And it was like, when we heard President Obama, guys, he's the president. He is the president. We have President Obama is the president. I'm sorry, he's the president. It's like there's a total absence of leadership. Okay, there's an absence of leadership. Okay, there is. That's what exists. A total absence of leadership. That's what's happening right now. And so when President Obama, that he has like, guys, you think of Obama, like he could be many things. You could, but it's like the fact that he's such a great speaker and he writes. And because, this is not controversial, okay, to say that, for example, Biden, he's very sweet. He has a good presence, but he's not close to Obama in terms of speaking. You know what I mean? This is not, it's not to say anything bad about Biden. It's just a fact. Okay, it's a fact. But when you saw President Obama, and it was like sort of like truth, truth become like, it's like the moment where like, ooh, exactly what matters. Not that you don't, but you know what I mean? It's sort of like, it's so clear. It's so exactly what we need, what the country needs, what, he tells the truth. He goes to the point. And all the while, not even mentioning trash. Never said anything about trash himself directly. I don't think he said his name, trash name. No trash name. No. So he was just saying such wonderful things. And the fact that there was, and as you know, guys, I was thinking also President Obama was there, and he, as you know, he doesn't go to the media all the time. He's not very public. This is true. He could be more, he's not, okay. He's not that public. But then when he speaks, he only spoke at the time that it was really not that, remember how we're like, oh, where's Obama? But the time that we needed him, there he is. There he is. You know what I mean? Like, this is a time where like we're kind of realigning again, and you feel like the truth about Obama, Obama is about the truth. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, it's like about the truth about the country, the soul of the country, and it's still there. It's still there. Oh yeah, still there. So it was very. I don't even want to say encouraging. It's not the word. It's sort of like, honestly, guys, I don't mean to go, to go there, but it's sort of like Obama's like an angel. He is like a biblical figure. I'm sorry, I like to say it. I don't mean to be, it shouldn't be about, what is it called? What is it? Like worshiping a person. It's not about that. It's like the spirit of Obama is like something deep. It's deep, okay? It's just things that matter. Things that matter, okay? He was talking about real things that matter. Lives that matter. Issues that matter, okay? And instead, normally like, oh, he said that, you know what I mean? The media constantly, the trash that we have, like, oh, he said this. He called that person a name. He said, think about how low we are constantly. And then we have, when Obama comes, like, wow, suddenly, like, wow, you get it right away. We get it. What matters, And so, it's like, yeah, it's really like, so it's like, it's really, and I know people are critical of Obama. Nobody's perfect, okay? People are critical of Obama, of course, but when you hear him, guys, that's it. Everybody, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, it really, that's it. It's like he lifts you up, okay? And that's important, and this is kind of, I'm sorry, like, leaders have to do that. especially how difficult guys we're living. To be honest, in one of the hardest times of ever in this country, really. And Trash, he's totally absent. Trash is absent, and he only contributes garbage because that's what he is. I garbage. I speak garbage. I garbage. Really, that's all he does. I love. I as you know, I stole it from Villas Patel. I stole it from her, him. So because as you know, guys, Portuguese villas means villages in plural, feminine plural. So that's why I say her, but it's him. Okay. So anyway, just to sorry if it does. I hope it don't be offended. Okay. So anyway, so anyway, I just he's trash. That's his name. He's trash. That's all he is. Trash is trashing. Like he's garbage. That's all we think that comes from him. Okay. So anyway, so when you have Obama, it's like wow, really like it's just you know what I mean. And then there was somebody I got into a little fight today with somebody on Twitter. Like there was somebody I actually like to follow. He's a young economist. He has a like a newsletter or something. He's has really good ideas about how to help people, but he said something bad about Obama. And it's like, there's many things you could say there. Like nobody's perfect, right? But the way you said the day after his speech, he said, "Oh, here's Michelle Obama." Who was it? It was like, I like he could have stopped foreclosures. He could have done this and that. And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I hope you keep your purity tests. Okay. I hope you're successful in your life with your purity tests. But at this moment in time, this is not, it's very tone deaf to say these things about Obama because people care about Obama. We're hurting and he helps us. Okay. And it's like, I was like, I'm going to follow you because you don't talk shit about Obama like this. No, you could be a little critical. Like, for example, Obama was, I wish he was there. There's a difference. But to say that, like that, like, no. 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 You know what I mean, guys? It was so spiritual. It was wonderful. It really was so wonderful. And you listen to it and the things you say, just like, it was just so great. And then Trash, he was like, "Oh, I think we're gonna have to postpone elections." Yeah, we're gonna have to postpone elections. Yeah, and I think I saw even Audrey did. I think Audrey commented something like, "I think he said it just so that the media would look at him." And I kind of felt that way too. I know they're planning for it, but I was like, that's the one thing. It's like, I'm gonna say something really, really like scary, and then they're gonna stop talking about Obama. Stop talking about Obama. Talk about me. Talk about me. Yeah. Talk about me. I'm better than Obama. Like, you know. So anyway, so you know what I mean. Like that's. So anyway, guys. So that's sorry. I didn't think. So now, like, oh, let's go here. Let's go start conversation. As you know, I did a candle, the protagonist. Okay. So leadership, heart, and charisma affected all of us, and the news channels had it live. Trump got zealous and made threats. It was electrifying because President Obama went for it and told it like it is. How did Trash and the GOP react? And I thought one of the amazing things, guys, this is to me, not that I follow Obama, everything he does, but he called out, he didn't call John Roberts. It's you. Shut your damn mouth. Like, he, he didn't do that. Like, but he didn't say that. But that was kind of like, when he talked about the voter, right? The Voting Rights Act, like it was like Supreme Court. Thank you. No. So it was really, guys, it was just like, especially, this is the thing, guys, I felt the whole time, this whole thing is about voting. This whole thing with Russia is about, why did the GOP get with Russia? So they could steal elections, because if everybody could vote, they would be out of power immediately. And I also love the fact that he was like, oh, Puerto Rico and Washington, we're going to be states. We're going to be states. We're going to be states. We're going to have more senators. And as you know, those places are traditionally more progressive. Okay, so problemas or hell no problemas maybe. So I love that Obama was like, we have to be aggressive. This whole, guys, ever since this is true, he's been working. I know that he's been working with what is it? I see his face, but what is the name of the Attorney General, Eric Hader, right? Is that right? So that they're working together on this thing about voting rights, and I think that this is part of it. Like we know the problem. We're working on it. So I loved it. I just think that he guided, just like, guys, it's very sad. I think Obama, honestly, I don't think he's a background. I don't have a feeling that he likes, how do you say this? I don't feel like he likes politicking, like making, kind of like, oh, why don't you go to this committee? Why don't you do that? Like, I don't have a feeling he likes it. I feel like he's more of a leader, kind of true leader type of person. But I feel like we need we need him. Like I feel like when you have him, you're like boom, like it's like the person with the correct posture in place. You know what I mean? So anyway, sorry, I was talking here. Yeah, I wish you guys. Okay, no, it'd be too much. I wish you would come back. Can you imagine? Like, okay, Biden is almost him. That's why maybe people like, Obama could come. Maybe run for president again. Maybe to 2024, huh? Obama. Hi. No, it's just to have other people. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, Obama, 2028, Obama. Hi. Do you have any plans? so, so I don't know. So I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. So let's say here. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so how did John Roberts take it? What is the effect of Obama's words and his work behind the scenes on voting rights to stop the trash administration? So how did trash and the GOP react? Shut it down. Shut it down. He's so angry. She's like, because guys, Trump hates Obama for many reasons, I think, but one of the most important ones is because he knows Obama is truly charismatic and that he's a real president. Trump is not a president, and Obama is really very talented in terms of real charisma and popularity. Right, guys? Obama is you say what's true about him, but he's very popular. People like him. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. So that's okay. So then he's like, no. He knows that this is the thing. He's guys. I'll just say he's a demon. Okay, he knows the light. He knows the light and knows that Obama brings the light. He knows, he feels it. He's like that because he loves to hate, and he loves when people say, he hates when people are moved by something on. He notices that people are like, wow. Even in his office, they're like, wow. People are like watching him talk. Wow, like you stop and listen. You listen. He listen. So he's like has to make people scared. You know what I mean? That's how. So this is it, and it's like. So it's like it's the insecurities that he has, which are correct, because he's not a real president. It's a fact. He's not a real president. No, he's not a real president. We know that, right? So, oh my God. So that's it. Okay. So then he was like, okay. So the comment about the voting, yeah, no. And this is, guys. This is it. I see it. Okay, I see. Okay, first of all, I see Trump like this, angry, and then I don't think they were in the same place. But Mitch McConnell, when you feel something in the pit of your stomach, like you kind of like something kind of scares you a little bit, like something like that. And what Mitch McConnell said is that this whole thing we've been doing all this to try to keep African American people away from politics, but also just stop the whole movement of America becoming a bit more progressive in general. You know what I mean? Not just, even though there's a lot to change in terms of economy, like still people were more accepting. It's sort of the whole movement, I guess, they like saying movement. No, but really like this whole change, movement, moment of change, recognition of what's happening. They wanted to stop it. But then he hears Obama talk, and he's like, the man, he's really gifted. He knows he's gifted. So guys, the last time the Republicans had somebody like that, I think was Reagan. You know what I mean? If you think, I'm like trying to think of a Republican that was like a good speaker, and that was Reagan. Okay, that's the only one I can think of on the top of my head. Okay, so you know what I mean? They had this sort of charisma that people liked. I think it was Reagan. Well, Clinton was also gifted in a different way. He's very intelligent, But I think, guys, the other thing I want to talk about it another day. Clinton did like a lot of really interesting things. I think it's like when you hear the history of like all the 90s and everything like that. But there's something about his legacy that is sort of like, isn't that weird? I was thinking, I don't want to go into like the whole Epstein thing, but it's something weird. It's kind of sad about Clinton. I don't know what happened. Is it because the right wing people, they really were able to bury him? It's kind of interesting, maybe because what it is. Obama is almost like a saint. Honestly, it's almost like he has no faults. It's very hard to be like that. He has a perfect family, like a beautiful family. He has Michelle. He has I love Garos. I love Garos. The Garos. I love them. Oh my God. I love them. They're friends. I'm very close to them. Yeah. No. So I never met them, but you know what I mean. It's sort of like I just like it's sort of shocking, but anyway. So I see that Mitch McConnell here, the GOP is like it didn't work. It did. They realize it didn't work because you know what I mean. Like when this is a guys think about the effort that Trump and all those like social media thing, like the constant thing where they always like creating so many like coordinated schemes and so many people. You know, it's so organized to push hatred constantly. And then you see Obama, and Obama he talks for 2 hours, the world changes. You know what I mean? Think about it. He talks for 2 hours, the world changes. So it's like they can't stop it. That's it. I think Mitch McConnell knows at this point that Obama they can't stop it. I think okay, does Mitch McConnell? Yeah, I think Mitch McConnell gets it. Okay, their experiment, even though Trump is still in power, they're still technically in power. It's over. Okay, it's over. It's over. I'm sorry. It's you know what I mean. I think he gets it. I think Mitch McConnell. I'll give it to him that at least he's a cold-minded. He sees things for what they are. I think he does. Okay, I think I'll give him that. Okay, he's like, yeah, it's over. So it's over. It's over. Okay, so so you know what I mean? It's like after Trump, like seriously trash, and then the guy comes in. Is like it shows you what we are. Oh, truth. It is truth. Okay, so and then guys, because I'm sorry, let's talk about John Lewis. Okay, what like John Lewis is one of the greatest people ever. Okay, I'm serious. The man has done so much. He did so much. Like President Obama said, they were so amazing. And I was thinking, guys, the thing I told you one time before that I think like the civil rights movement when it came to like African Americans, okay, in the 60s, it had to be rooted in spirituality to a degree because they were doing things that were not seen. Think about it. That this was so prevalent at the time. How they couldn't can you imagine not being able to sit in a lunch counter? Like can you imagine? This is like not even that long ago. They couldn't sit in a restaurant. Think of and they were like they were so sure of their vision and they had this is what I think guys is like and I have goosebumps really like it's a spiritual thing even. This is why and by the way, there's a documentary. As you know, I was talking documentary next year. Only I'm very upset because it's going to coming out next year. So it's a BBS documentary about the African American church. The history of the African American church in general. Because I love it. I'm very inspired by. I love it because I think guys. Honestly, hmm so like I don't know. I just think it's almost like there's something spiritual, guys. It's not just that you think is the right or wrong, but I think there's something like they have a vision. They're like receive messages. I'm serious. Like don't you think because what they accomplished, they changed the world, guys. I'm very moved here. Goosebumps. Hey, goosebumps. You see it? I don't know. Like I changed. They changed the world, and you change the world. Honestly, when you walk in the path of God, really, like you know what I mean. This was like, they had to have it, So it's just like I find it very moving. I'm serious. I'm serious. So that's like yesterday, guys. The thing I was so beautiful, such a beautiful day, you know what I mean? With that. And the trash and then his people, they were like trying to muddy it up. And like, they can't, like, because it's almost anyway, so I'm ranting. But anyway, so here, okay, so here interesting comment. So Mitch said that's right. Mitch said today he was giving Republicans permission to distance themselves from I give permission. Yeah. Oh, and I saw there was this guy, Will Hurd, he's from Texas. He said, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to vote for Trump. I think he's not running for office, and I don't know if I'm going to vote for Trump." No. Oh, really, trash? Like, I'm sorry, too late. Oh, Susan Collins, she's very concerned. Yeah, I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned. Really, now it's too late. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, good for you, but they did nothing. It's like those people, guys. They're so calculating. When the research says that they're losing, I'm not sure. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Is it true? I don't know. I never really agreed with him. I was not really into him. So yes, it's just concerned. She's very concerned. Guys, did you see the Lincoln Project? Talk about Lincoln Project. So there was an ad. It was so funny. All they did is take her campaign thing and they put a laugh track. She's talking and then I care so much about people of Maine and then That was so funny. This is so true because she, oh my God, I can't even. That woman's sick, sick. Those people are sick. They did nothing. No, 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 no. No. So okay, so this is it. So that's it. Okay, so what is the effect? Okay, now let's talk about John Roberts. Okay, tell me about John Roberts. What's up with John Roberts? Is he happy? I think he's crying. He's like, he was crying a little. He's crying. He's at home crying. Okay, he cried a little because he. I think, guys, I really do think that John Roberts regrets this. I think he got it. Okay, he regrets. I think he regrets some of the things. I'm not, I'm not making excuses for him, but I think he regrets. And I think, you know what it is, guys. Those people. Like, I actually do. In some ways, I think this is like just as bad as Trump. In some ways, there's those people like, oh, Barr, he was an institutionalist. You should give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, it's those people. They're like kind of like, oh, I do you like cancel culture? Are you okay with cancel culture? Are you sure? Or are you sure? Because you could be canceled. It could be canceled. It's those people that are sort of like, let's find the middle. Let's find. But then that's what happens. Like if you give, you know what I mean. You can't. There's some things when you compromise, you let trash come up. Okay. This is those people that compromise. Oh, it's not so bad. It's like this is like that. No, and then, you know what I mean. That's him. That's him. He was like, oh, but, you know what I mean. Like it's sort of like the principled Republican kind of guy. He's like a normal Republican, but still is bad because he let it happen. You let it happen, and then he's like, but and it was never meant to go that far. It was never meant to go that far. Really? Oh my God, really? And then people took advantage of it. So maybe don't let the air come in, this trash come in. Just a little bit. It's okay. No, it's not. No, it's not because, it went too far. It used to be a gentleman's game. And now it's, yeah, maybe. Really? Why? I wonder. What happened? I think he regrets it. Okay. I think he regrets it. I think he learned his lesson. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think he learned his lesson, John Roberts. Okay, so I think touched people. It did touch people, and I do think also, guys, here going back to what Audrey said, that Mitch McConnell said that he was giving Republicans permission to distance themselves from Trump. I think it's like they finally got it. It's not going away. It didn't work. You're paying for guys. They're paying for this. Oh yeah, they're paying for this. Those people paying for it. No, really, those people want to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, do you think they're gonna? Are you sure? No, I was there for a little bit, just for like 4 years. I was just, it was just a job for me. Come on, like, I can't even this. Okay, so here, okay, I have to stop ranting. Okay, now this is nice. This is nice, but now let's move to other topics because harder topics. Okay. So guys, let's go right to it. Should I go right to it or more other topics? Let's see. Let me go to the one. Okay. No, I have to go to it. It's painful, but I have to. Okay, so Nancy Pelosi and election interference. So guys, today, and it's funny because I feel like, sometimes I feel like, yes, this is like, the group. It is like a, dentro de conversações, but at the same time, it's like news. I provide like a news digest for people. Because I realize that it's true that a lot of the news, if you turn on the television, they don't talk about the stuff. A lot of it, it's actually, all of them talk about is news, right? But it doesn't, there's no time or no, I don't know what it is, but it's not on the news that much, but it should be because it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Especially the stuff about the election. Okay. So now let's talk about this whole thing. Okay. It's kind of like in many different, from different perspectives. So first thing is that Nancy Pelosi, this morning there was a briefing, and I was like, oh, briefing. I was thinking about it, but then I read the thing, guys, and it's like there was all these people from the FBI, lots of like some people connected to cyber, some whatever, but it was like assistant something of FBI. So I was like, wow, it's real. I thought it was going to be like, oh, it's the Trump administration saying something, but it was like people from inside the government, like the FBI and everything. So they got I think they got the truth, and they're seeing stuff that obviously we don't see. So then so it's like, wow. So I want to know, okay, what is going on? Okay, so what is being done behind the scenes? Will we be able to counter this? Will the GOP's actions regarding Biden's marrying have any effect on the elections? Will the GOP politicians handling this, like Nunes, Pompeo, and Ron Johnson, go to jail? Okay, let me do visuals. Okay, so what is okay? I didn't ask it, but let me start with this. Okay, so what did Nancy see? What was the briefing like? What did they see? Yeah, I see this. There's like I see it's almost like a map. They have a map, but they have little dots on the map, and it's like they see the people swarm. I think it's, guys, remember the thing they said, they had these fake groups on Facebook, and they would incite the fake protests, and they would do something similar in that way. But there I think there's even like Russian, they're saying the Russian nationals. It's a bit more subtle than before, but it's still there. Okay, trying to like there, it's more connected to the voting suppression, like making, scaring people, fear mongering and stuff like that. Okay, so what else? That's part one. But I think, guys, yes, they're saying that the propaganda comes from the Ukraine. It does come from the Russians. Okay, guys, this is the thing. As you know, this is what to me seems like almost ironic, is that this whole thing with Biden, it starts with them, with Russians and Ukrainians, because Biden was part of the group of people who wanted to take the Russian mob out of Ukraine. I'm serious. That's why they hate him. So like, and it's so interesting because this is something that we didn't see Obama doing necessarily. It was not maybe obviously like his job, but I think Biden was behind the scenes making this stuff happening. Who was meeting with the lady who was, who left, who was the ambassador of Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, right? So I think there was a bit of that. Okay, he was working, but he was working behind the scenes. So okay, so they don't want, okay, they don't. And guys, this goes back, this is what I one time I've talked about this before. How Manafort, it started a while, this is the whole thing, this is the what's happening in the US is a culmination of what started in Ukraine, when they wanted to put the Russian pro-Russian president there. And when Manafort, he was the one who put that guy in prison, in power. Okay, so there, it's the same people. This is what is sad, is the same people that put that guy in power over there, and the guy had to leave in the middle of the night, right? The president left because he was, of course, because of corruption. So these people also want to get rid of Biden, because Biden was not on their side. Like, Biden was not pro-Russia over there in Ukraine. So, but then they're moving to try, you know what I mean? So this is the same. So they're saying that yes, there's, and guys, I'm actually, of course we know that, but it's like sad because they're saying, like, we saw that the movement of, like, and I don't even know, guys, if they were able to say this. Well, I feel like, honestly, I think there's some, Nunes, they know that the guys, I don't know, they pick up on intelligence. It says that Nunes is receiving a meeting with such and such. I don't even know that is, I don't think it's possible, to be honest, of them. They can't really necessarily know that from a briefing like that. But I think what they see is like what's on the ground, the report of what's happening. They seem to, all higher levels of intelligence briefings or something, they get the information about, like, the Republicans moving to do the work for the Russians. Like, you know what I mean? To like attack Biden, because Biden essentially, it's not just the enemy, but it's the enemy of the oligarchs, like those Ukrainian oligarchs. Okay, so it is very upsetting because, guys, the sad reality is that the GOP is the employees. They are the employees of these people. They're not even on the high. Who is generating this thing is not necessarily the GOP alone. It's them, and it trickles down to them, and they do that job. So, okay, now that was part one. Now part two, let me just go here. Part two. Will we be able to counter this? Will the GOP's action regarding Biden's marrying have any effect on the elections? So how is this going to be stopped? And if so, how? Yeah, guys, oh my God, it makes me so makes me so I see that, I see that, I hate that guy Pompeo, he doesn't have the documents, and they're gonna try to publish, like, to oh my God, I'm just like, I can't. Okay, so you know what, they're gonna try to do the whole, like, but her emails, same thing. Same thing. They're going to try to publish kind of like illegal documents or fake documents on newspapers and stuff. I feel like maybe the newspapers may not publish this the same way, or they may try to stop. It may be, it's not going to work the same way. They're trying, but I don't think it's going to work the same way. Okay. The second thing is that I don't think it works because, think about it, guys. Who's the opponent? Trump. Like, really, guys, Biden you have to do a lot of harm to compete with Trump. I don't think it's possible that a person will be, nobody is as evil and horrible as Trump. Maybe it's, Stephen Miller. Like, you have to be like, I don't know. I don't, obviously Biden, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, in order for people to care about Biden for something he or his family or whatever may have even had the slightest like insinuation of doing, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, okay, guys, would you care? Like, oh, Biden, he said, can I tell you, this is like, okay, even if I heard that Biden killed somebody, I would still vote for him more than Trump. I don't know, nothing. I'm sorry, no matter what he did, because look at Trump. Okay, has Biden cut off his the health insurance of one of his nephews, or right? Has he cut off the health insurance of Mary Trump's brother's children, the one that had cerebral palsy? Like, I'm sorry, no, you know what I mean? It's just not just one of them. Has he stolen the money from the government? Has he, you know what I mean? You have to, like, does not affect people. I think what happens is that guys, the thuggery of the GOP, I see them clashing with the FBI, actually. Okay. Because I think they're stopped. Okay, guys, you know who I'm worried about is Pompeo. Because I see he's like getting like getting fat, and it's not because it's not because there's nothing wrong necessarily with like being fat, but he looks so unhealthy to me, guys. His liver must be terrible. Hello, Pompeo, why don't you have some green juices? I think it'll do good for you. He's like, no, I'm on the way out. Anyway, out. He looks very unhealthy, extremely unhealthy. Okay, very sick guy, and there he is with the paperwork. Like, he's so, guys, those people, Barr, Pompeo, and Trump. My God. It's almost like the devil's like laughing. I picked the right guys. They picked the right. I picked the good ones. Think of a terrible, so terrible. Okay, so anyway, so I see that this is what I think. I think they get into trouble for the illegal behavior. Okay, so that's what now. Part 2, in terms of what is going to be done, I think FBI is going to move. It's going to interrogate. It's not going to be like before so much. Okay. And I think some of the stuff is going to be stopped. As far as stopping, I think that, again, I also think stuff is going to be done behind the scenes, like cyber things. I don't know exactly what NATO is getting involved. It's going to be more. It is not like it was before at all. And I think that everybody's prepared, guys. And I also see, in Europe, again, they are trying to help us out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because for them, obviously, having Trump in the government is not good either. So if they could try to, you know what I mean, to do something about it too. It's like, trash. Yeah, nobody likes trash and his people. You know what I mean? Nobody, like, these are people are trolls. They're sick. Okay, so, but what else could they? Okay, what else could they do? No, I think they're stopped, guys. I think I see. You know what I see? It's such a strange image. Like, bathtub, when you take a bath, you have like the thing to cover the thing to go to. It's like they cut, either they stop the internet, they stop people from coming. They just do a lot, but they're gonna try to do the stuff in the in the mail. It's just like the criminality. Like I said, now it's everybody took their gloves. They took their gloves off, and so they're like gonna try to do everything. And as they do that, they're gonna fall. Okay, I'm sorry, they are. So. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to do this question now with visions and then the cards to get more information, but let's just see here. Okay. So that was that. So will the GOP politicians handling this, like Nunes, Pompeo, and Ron Johnson, go to jail for this? Nunes, yeah, guys, I see Nunes holding the bar, like, holding the steel, like he's like this. And then Pompeo, I see him in the hospital thing like this. I told you before, I don't think he lives very long. Yeah, Ron Johnson too. He's gonna have to rat out people. Okay. So okay. So now Let me just, like I said, I'm going to cover all the questions quickly with visions and then do the cards. Okay, next. So Trump floats the idea to postpone elections. How far will he go? This is, guys, it's how do you call it? There's a name for this called trial balloon. So how are they going to? Are they going to? No, I see Mitch McConnell like, okay, Trump, pack your bags now. It's realistic. If I were you, I would pack your stuff. I would, yeah, I would start getting out there and he telling him to essentially get ready to pack your bags. Okay, and I tell you what, guys, I feel like what's interesting to me is that the donors are kind of upset at Trump. Not every one of them. Some of them are happy with what he has done, but they know the people that are like lifetime Republicans or the ones that have an interest in keeping the Republican Party like a party. They know that the stuff he's done, especially like stealing money with the coronavirus, is they feel like the whole thing with coronavirus seems to have like rattled a lot of people. Okay. And so they're saying this guy has done so much damage that he's going to destroy the party. And that's, guys, you know, this is the plan is to destroy not just the Democrats, but the Republicans too. It's just that they thought like they could write it. But no, it's so destructive that even they go down. So now that they're seeing, guys, it's one term. In one term, he destroyed the whole thing. Think about it. So they're like, no, we don't benefit from this. And like this, no, okay. So they feel like they're afraid of the whiplash. Ooh, ow, hurts. Not revenge, but justice. Okay, it's okay. Maybe not worth it. No, maybe not worth it. Okay. So can he? No. Is he gonna? I think he's gonna. He's a big mouth, but I don't think they're gonna move with it. So okay, but if they don't move it, what about Barr? I see this image of Barr like almost like a pet. A monkey, not a monkey, but it's like he's like some kind of weird monster, like a toad, on his shoulder, on Trump's shoulder. He's like jumps on Trump, and he's like there, like his little pet, evil pet. Oh, like here, hi, I'm here, I'm with you, President Barr. Like guys, I always tell you, like he stays until Trump. He doesn't leave. He's there with Trump. Why? Okay, I almost get a feeling that Barr is more loyal to Trump than the GOP, which is kind of interesting. Why? Why is he more loyal to? Because Trump is an extremist, and so is he. Okay, okay. So okay, what about okay? Okay, so what about okay? Let's see here. Okay, so what about okay? Let's see here. Okay, so now let's go to Pompeo. Guys, I hate. I really. There's so many people that are awful, but he is just. And the thing about Pompeo, this is what's kind of strange, is that he's supposedly a very intelligent person. He graduated first on top of his class at West Point, and then he went to Harvard Law School, and then he says these things. They're not true. Like this is illegal. What he's saying, that this is what he's doing worse. Is like he's a lawyer. Like he knows this is not true, but he repeats it. This is like how. So he's saying here, gaslights about he said, somebody asked him, so what about postponing election? He said, well, I'll leave it up to the DOJ. Okay, in other words, he'll never say no, President Trump, he can't do that. No, I'll leave it to the DOJ. No, and as we know, only the Congress can change the law, the elections. Okay, the date of the election. It's never been done, I don't think. Okay, that's part one. Now part two, second question here is that he is really, literally, guys, there was like, he's the guy who's sharing 16,000 documents from the Russians about Biden, something like that. He had like all these documents about Biden, or like, so like, okay. So I think, okay, no, he is I know he's a dominionist or something like that, right? But at the same time, guys, I just think it's mental illness. It's to a point where the person is like, they're living in this other world. Okay, I really think that Pompeo, he's not. There's nothing. I just think that they find this random religion to like how do you say it? Almost to like, because it's the only way they will get away with the thing they're thinking of. They're just crazy, and the only way they can get away with it is to claim it's a religion. You know what I mean? So what's okay? So he shared all of this because, guys, what the hell are you doing with mobsters? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm very religious, I just hang out with mobsters. Yeah. So okay, you know what I mean? It's so strange. Okay, so what's up? Okay, so So tell me, okay, now tell me about Pompeo. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm with them. I'm with them. He's like, yeah, I'm with them. I'm with them. I'm following whatever Trump says, and I follow what Barr says. I'm not one of those people who's going to say bad things about them. No, 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 no. Okay, so then, but okay, guys, this is Secretary of State. Can you imagine? He's working for the other side. Think about it. He's supposed to be representing the U.S. interest, but no, I represent the Russian interest. I work for Russian interest. Okay, so what? Okay, tell me about him and his documents. I see somebody grabbing the documents, like I don't know, guys. It's not, and he's like, no, I didn't have them with me. No, it wasn't with me. No, no. So okay, so what happens to him? Is he gonna do? No, he's like, I think, guys. The other thing, I think he's like doing this to himself. He's like, yeah, no, hey, Charles Koch, it's me. It's me. Hi, how are you today? It's me, Mike Pompeo. So, so tell me, how's that, do you have any ideas for 2024? How's it going? Huh? And he's like, the Charles Koch's like, yeah, I think Tom Cotton, he's doing great. A lot of people gonna die. I know those people. They're like 100 years old, whatever. Those people, the donors. But I think I thought he has a huge ego, Pompeo, guys, huge ego, and I think he thought that the whole thing is like, I'm gonna go to Kansas, I'm gonna be a senator. Remember the story? I do think it's true. He was gonna be a senator, and then he's gonna run for office. Then I'm gonna be president. He wants to be president. He's just has like this, and all I have to do is to show that I could be a little like soldier. Okay, he will follow whatever is told. Well, I don't think, guys. Okay, why does Charcoal? Because he came from Kansas, right? He's a total pet of these people. But what do they think of him? Do they believe that Pompeo is going to be a presidential candidate or something? Nope. Just lazy. He's lazy. He's loyal, but I just feel like they don't seem to think that he's not with the times. Okay, so then what happens to him? Yeah, I think, guys, can I tell? I see his liver. He has fatty liver disease. Okay, his liver is not doing well. He could even have cirrhosis. I'm serious. Oh my god, his liver is not good. So he has problems. Okay, it's very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. Okay, I don't think. I just don't. I don't have. This is not new. I told you guys before. He's not. He's gonna be like, no, I didn't do it. Oh, wait, no, you guys are. And I think that he sees, he does. He's like, he did all the right things, but then he realizes he's trying to look at, where's Mitch McConnell? Where are the Republicans? Are they going to defend me? But they don't. The Republicans in the end up not defending him, and they're going to be like, who? Pompeo? I don't know him. No, we worked in the same office, but it's not like we know each other. They're going to try, because I think the people that were the hardcore Trump people, they're going to, as you know, this is normal in politics, right? If you become a disgrace like person in a party, nobody's going to want to be associated with you. It's also criminal. It's not just disgrace, but it's also a serious degree of criminality. So I don't feel like, I don't think those people are going to have. I see that Pompeo, again, he looks for support, he doesn't have it. Like and then it's like it hits him, didn't work, trash. But I think he's too sick to like care, or like, you know what I mean? That's what I think. Some of them are like suicidal because they know they are very sick. Okay, and I even see that he's been to the doctor before, and he's like, I don't want to do an operation, it's not that bad or whatever, like, you know what I mean? And the doctor's like, are you sure? Like, he's not, so okay, now, okay, guys, now let's this story. Okay, and then I'll do cards again. This is so. What about Devin Nunes? Did you see this story? This story is crazy. Okay, Nunes. So Nunes was sent a package of disinformation or whatever bullshit from Ukraine. Somebody from Ukraine, and then what happens? And then somehow the Democrats get this lip from DHL. You received the documents from oligarch such and such. Whatever. It must be a name. So somehow they found out that he received these documents because they got the paperwork by mistake or something. There was a theory online. They were like, "Oh, it's because he's, the intel agencies are they know that he's talking to these people, so that's the excuse." But I don't know. The point is that Can you imagine, like, they send documents to your Congress thing. They should not, we should be more careful, maybe. Like, have a different email account or something. No, they send it to him. Like, it's so, there's people are so bad. Yeah, that's such a, don't you think, Debbie's saying weird? I wonder why. It's not weird, guys. That's such a strange story. What I mean? Don't you think it's like, because people are like, well, maybe this was the way they found to like say that, because they knew. I'm sure they knew, but it was like, isn't that weird? Like, why would you get the reason? And what does that even say? Like, unless, are you really going to say, hi, I'm oligarch, so it's just the name of the guy on the thing? Are you going to, like, really the actual name of the guy? Don't you think it's a little, I'm sorry, it's kind of strange, the story. So I need to know through. What is this story here? Did they really find out that way? Oh, guys, this is kind of funny. I think they knew that that Nunes was in a cahoots. Really? I'm shocked. Devin Nunes? No, there must be a mistake. No, but really, like, I see that there's a woman in, like, in one of those offices over there in the Capitol building, that, like, she works for the Republicans and she's fed up with them. Did you see, by the way, to put it up, let me pause to give you the context. So there, the story of Louis Gohmert, he got COVID, right? I was talking about it last time. And then, and then there was these articles that was like all these anonymous staffers in the Capitol, that they were very angry that they worked for Republicans. Okay, and they were very angry at how, like, they are mocked if they want to wear masks. They can't. They put them in very serious, risky situations. Okay, so I see that those people are getting angry. They like, I'm done. It's not that they became Democrats, but they're like so angry. They're just angry at everything because they're like, it's true, guys. If you everybody deserves to be cared for. Like, it's truly not a political issue. It's a very dangerous situation what goes on with COVID, okay? So just to try to like have your staffers like sacrifice them, it's awful. Like, it's not because they're Republicans. It's not fair. It's not right to do this to people. It's, what I'm saying? Like, you can have your beliefs, but don't force them on people who could get sick. You know what I mean? It's one thing to say, okay, I don't believe it, but it's another to force people who work for you, who are, under you, who are ambitious, who try, you know what I mean? So what I see is this woman, there, say like a lot of offices, there's like this metal tray, like at the entrance, like for mail, little metal tray or something, like, the areas where there's mail, like when they drop off the mail, there's an area where the mail is dropped off, and there's a person who inside the office who takes care of, either answers the phone or, there's one specific, I see that it's a woman, I think, and she's like, oh, how interesting. Oh, here, guys, I got this thing. Oh, how interesting. Oh, here, Devin Nunes from Ukraine. How interesting. Oh, really? Oh, I think somebody would like to find out more information. Let me look at that. Don't worry about it. I speak Russian, yeah. Or whatever. Like, she doesn't say it like that. She just like, oh, looks at it and she puts it in her pocket or something like that. And then she's like, oh, like, because they know each other, right? They know the. She's like, oh, it's just somehow like walks by some place and like drops off. Like every congressperson has a, you know what I mean? Has a, like I told you, like this little like, you know what I mean? This area where you put the mail when it arrives, when it comes from the person who dropped the mail. You know what I mean? So she somehow slips. She's like, oh, there's, she leaves it there. Like, I think it was, honestly, I think they knew about it, but at the same time, I think there's people inside the GOP that I think were sabotaging Nunes, honestly. I think, you know what I mean? And people were mad at them, all of them. I'm done with bullshit. I'm done. So I think it's a woman again, guys. A woman, take it down, administration. So I think, yes, it's true that somebody got the receipt, but that's not the only reason, but I think it was helpful. No, helpful, interesting. Financially. Sometimes deliver, but I think, it was a DHS slip, and it was a DHS. Isn't that interesting? I think sometimes the DHS does like, sometimes it partners with the post office, but they were saying that what was like, it was something like, it wasn't that package itself, it was the receipt of the package. Doesn't make sense. It was something like that. It wasn't the exact thing. I don't think it was like, especially guys, Congress, right? Like, don't you think? I think there would be, you know, I think this is not the kind of thing that the actual congressperson does not look at their mail like, oh, let me go through all of the things. And I think it's strange to me. What's strange is that they would send to his office, like really send it to his house or like some fake, mailbox or something, but don't send it to, you know what I mean? Something seems almost like, it seems like almost like it was a sabotage, like they wanted to screw him over. But I think is like he was already going down, but I just think that people were not happy with him. Okay. Okay. So, oh my God, it's disgusting. Okay. Yeah, he's stupid, right? Exactly. Okay, so and I know I see, I see the face of Giuliani because Giuliani is connected to all of them. It could even be like, Giuliani. Giuliani said to send it to him. Giuliani, yeah. Okay, so now, okay, guys. Okay, so now, should I do cards? I think it'll be useful to do cards with this because it's complicated. Oh, and okay, let's do this. Next thing is I know Anne, she's connected to the post office. So let's find out here quickly about the post office. So post office and elections. Post office in danger, of course. We talked about before. Will it be okay before the elections for mail-in voting? What's going on? And I see that this is their conversation. The conversation with the guy with Trump is to like he has the hands on top of the mail trucks, like stop, like slow it down to make a mess. It's like this is the thing I told you before, guys. They want to kind of halts the thing. You know what I mean? They want to make a mess out of the elections. Okay, they want to make it hard. Okay, they want to make it. They want to make it hard. They want to like and then I see like there's something I see, guys. I actually see them like with the hands tied like this. The head of the post office eventually, because this is very. There's even an article that says mail fraud. It's very serious. Okay, so I just think for a little bit they try, but I just don't think, guys. We talked about it, and right, he's a nightmare. Exactly. He's just, but I don't feel like it works in the way they want it to work. Okay, they wanted to make to slow things down, to slow down the count. That's what I think. I think they wanted to make, oh, we have thousands of ballots and we're going to lose them or something. Okay, but at the same time, I don't know how it's going to be, but I almost feel like the FBI is looking. Okay, it could be, okay, but I'm not okay. So I still think it's gonna be confusing, but they're not gonna win. They're gonna try to do everything. So let's, what, let me start with the post office with cards because I think this is to me, makes me nervous, to be honest, as you know, because it's such a serious thing. Okay. It's such a serious thing. Let's start with that, with the post office, and then go backwards with the stuff I already talked about. Okay, because I think it's so huge. This election issue, as we know, I believe it's going to work out, but not without them trying. Okay, they're doing horrible things. Okay, so what's going on? What is postal inspection? And I don't know what does that mean? Is the is the inspector general really? I don't know what does that mean? I don't know what is that. Like, is that an organization that like monitors what's going on in the post office? Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking because I don't really know. So because I see that because I see what looks like a post, inside the post office when they have the people that manages like, the little window when like you want to pick up packages or you have want to buy like a mailbox. I see that inside of there. I see these men with like uniforms, but they are almost invisible in the sense that I think they are watching. They are watching what's going on. I don't think, guys, I think it is something like online or like some sort of camera thing. I don't know exactly, but they are monitoring the post offices because it's a crime scene. Okay, crime scene. And I know who I see. I see Christopher Wray, like kind of like working on it. Okay, I don't know, guys. It's crazy. Okay. Oh, interesting. Similar to the exactly. So that's all good. That's what it feels like. I think they have like this electronic surveillance kind of thing, which I'm sorry. I hope people have problems. So I think it's a good thing. You need to see what's going on with those people. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like they're trying to this is guys, it's such a serious crime to mess with with your mail and shit like that. Okay. They're saying it's because the it's saying that one of the reasons, oh my god, they call exactly called the Unabomber, yeah, because they're saying, guys, that they're saying, how, for example, how a lot of people, you still get checks in the mail, people could steal easily. It's a very important way of like documents. They are sent through the mail. It's a very important thing. If you don't put any security in the mail thing, it's you know what I mean. Like there's a like a it's kind of like a national bank. You know how some people like supposedly there's something more. It's very important. The guys, the post office. It really is very important. Okay. Okay. So I think guys. This is very sad to say, but I feel like kind of like what happened with the protests, like the white supremacists. There's very few people in like I think the management is obviously like effed up. There's a few people they could arrest. Okay, there's a few like there's a few people that could arrest who work in the post offices. I think the Republicans are going to try to like hire some friends of the president, like, and it'll be interesting to see. And if you see like new people being hired, like random people that have never worked in the post office, and there they are, they're specialists in like efficiency or whatever, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. That could be the way that Trump tries to put the people in there, but I don't think it's going to work. Because it's like guys, and I see a huge case eventually on another like, how do you call it, another like RICO thing. Okay, it's very serious, very serious. Okay, oh my god, oh my god. Because I hope, guys, I hope this is what has to happen. We have to like prepare for this as if we were in a war, because that's what it is. They wanted this is like they're gonna try to stop the election from happening. Think about how bad it is. Terrible. Terrible. You know what I mean? Terrible. So my god. Okay, so let's see here. Let's start here. As you know, I have addiction to like shuffling strange. Okay, some juice fell on here. Okay. Oh my god. You know what, guys? I'm gonna change the light here because it has to be like, otherwise it's gonna be very dark. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, very bright. Oh, oh. Okay, so here. Okay, so all right. So let's see. So what's up with the post office and the mail fraud? Are they going to succeed? What's going on? Okay. Are they going to succeed with the mail voting thing? This is interesting, guys. The victory. This is like victory upside down. This is also election. Okay, look, parade. Disinformation. Okay, this is illusion upside down. Disinformation, and this is a secret. There's a secret. So I think it's like this. It's something not yet known. Okay, so this, in other words, usually this card when it comes out, it means a secret, not just a secret, but something coming out that is going to come out. Okay. Okay, so in some ways it's a good thing. Okay, because they're trying to again create some sort of disinformation connected to this. There's something going on behind the scenes, but usually it tells me. Let's say here. Okay, so post office, what's going on? What's going on? Post office, are they going to succeed or what? Okay, the key. Okay, news, right? This is the news. Okay, about the good people. The important messengers of the good people, for the good people, about the good people. And it's actually, guys, it's interesting because truly, if you think of like back in the day, this is like the postman, right? How would he deliver the stuff far away? Come with a horse. So important, messenger, right? He was truly the messenger. So okay, so he's the important messenger of the good people. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. All these people, as you know, like, oh look, foreign. That's right. So good. The woman. I think this is like. I just think, guys, there's people. I feel like what, the same way that we had the issue of like, the FBI will infiltrate gangs. I think they will infiltrate the thing. That's what I think. Okay, so. So they seem to know that this is a very serious thing, okay? Here's ideas. Look again, the trip. It could also be, okay, and the sick, okay? So the whole thing, they have ideas, or they're gonna implement them, or what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Are they going to be able, will they be able to implement what they want to do? How would they be stopped? Okay, yeah. So it's like the plan, you know what I mean? It's like the dark plan behind it. But what is going to be the outcome? Okay, what is going to be the outcome or the role of the post office in the election? What is going to be the outcome and the role of the post office during the election? Okay, what's going to happen? What would be the outcome? Yeah, change to the boss. Now created, I think here, guys, this is interesting card because this is a person who is behind, like it's either they're kind of like quietly behind the scenes. Actually, was this? So I think there's, like I said, created. I think there's people behind the scenes. Okay, I think there's not gonna. It's not gonna be easy because we are dealing with serious criminals. Okay, but I think we can handle it. Okay, it's just not gonna be easy. Okay. Oh look. Oh no. Interesting because I get a lot of like the gloomy thoughts. Okay, it's interesting this card. Why? Okay, here. Oh, look, there's court. Yeah, so I feel like this is the situation, I guess, of the coronavirus. People are inside. Okay, they can't really go out. Um, and then what? How's the resolution of this? Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so this is could be indictments. This is also, guys, letters. Okay, so you know what I think? I think this is gonna be, and honestly, I don't mean to be like to scare you or anything. It's gonna be kind of like a war. You know, it's gonna be a battle zone, whatever battlefield. Okay, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like they're gonna try everything. And what I sense is this is what is so strange. It's more like they want people to not want to vote. It's sort of like this is the whole ethos of voter suppression. It's like it's not always very overt. Sometimes it's like, oh, let's like block the traffic to a certain location, or we're gonna, you know what I mean? It's like they're thinking of like, what can we do to like harm, you know what I mean, to create an environment where people don't want to. Okay, so I think we're gonna win eventually. Okay, but it's gonna be like that. Okay, you know, it's gonna be like they're gonna try to create a situation. I don't think it's gonna succeed, but they're gonna try for sure. I think. Okay, okay. So now, okay, so that was the answer for that. Now let's go back here quickly to more information about the other stuff. Now, okay. Now let's go. You know what is the name? Let me see here. Okay, what's gonna happen? Like, it would be interesting to look at. Wait, Land had his name. The Joy. The Joy is the new head of the. He's a Trump donor, guys. He donated a lot of money to. It's on his wiki. Okay, it's not secret. So he's a Trump donor. Okay, so what's gonna happen to him? Because that will tell us until the during or until the election, throughout this whole thing. Okay, what's gonna happen to the Joy? Is he gonna be? What's gonna happen to him during the election, right before the election? Something. Oh, look, he's worried. Really, he's worried. But shade, shady people behind the scenes. No beginning. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Is he gonna? What is gonna be his thing? Okay, letter. That's right, letter. Of course, letter. Letter recognized. Talk through conversations talked. So what's gonna happen here? There's a woman. Oh, there's a woman. What is it? A woman, money, lots of money, or could be lots of something. Comes public. Okay, comes public. Secrets. That's oh, guys. People are gonna talk. Okay, it could be that he regrets and he decides to talk, but I think it could be like a whistleblower. Okay, something like that. Here's a woman talking about the money or multiples of something. This is again, the bird signifies talking, and this the book is a secret. So it's a new beginning because people start talking. Okay. Oh look, the military here exactly. The law enforcement creates changes. And the ghost put it, guys. This why is these cards I shuffled? They're all together. Changes. Uh, the change. What does it move to prison? Okay. So it also could be that they could turn. It's not like it turned the post office. This almost looks like a post office, right? But it's sort of like the law enforcement looks makes changes to the post office, or you know what I mean, creates a. It's not so easy. Okay, I have a feeling, like I said, they are going to be watching over the post offices. Okay, and so like they have meeting. People talk about what he said in the meetings, and you know what I mean. So they are saying it's not gonna be silent. Okay, if he, you know what I mean, it's gonna be public. I think it's not, and I see that this guy thought that he was gonna. It's not as easy as he thinks. It is not gonna be easy for them. Okay, look, the mob, the shady people, the mob people, and the loyalties. Okay, so yeah, so I don't think that it's gonna be. It's not gonna be what he wants. No, it's gonna be tough. Okay, look, the baby. Just a few more cards here, just to see the baby. Deal with the baby. That's right. Doing short illness could be court. So I feel like it's almost like they could talk about what Trump wanted during the coronavirus. Okay. I just feel like that. You know what I feel like? They had a plan and it stalled. Like, oh, they're like, oh, we're gonna do this, but somebody found out. Oh no, they found out. Oh no, oh no. So so they were exposed or something like that. Oh no, so they don't have one. Oh, oh, oh. So okay, so it's I guess tougher for him. I think again, police see inside the like people are going to the feds, okay? And I almost feel like it's almost also as if the FBI or whoever it is over there, they reach out to the employees and say, if you see something weird, tell us. So people are talking, okay? I talking, I talking, I talking. Really like okay, so not so easy, okay? Not so easy, okay? So because guys, I get the feeling like for example, there's a whole thing of like North Carolina, how they arrested people for like this is different. I feel like the people who work for the post office, it's a very different thing. It's very hard to like to mess up. You know what I mean? Like they are very good people. I think. No, really, like they're good people. They're just very like they know, and also like guys, they know what's behind it. They know that they want to get their job. They want to get rid of their jobs. Really, that's it. And you know what I mean? Think about it, guys. What do you think is gonna happen if they get? Well, they want to get rid of the jobs, the steady jobs for that people get. They want to get rid of it. So and nobody is like, oh, I think President Trump, he cares about us so much. No, he doesn't. So okay, so that's what I see happening. Interesting. Okay, so interesting, very nice. And so okay, so tell me what's gonna happen. No, it's gonna go through, and I think a big investigation. Okay, and I almost feel, guys, I almost feel like this stuff could come out about this the Joy person right before they are not. I almost feel like the FBI is not playing with them. They know exactly that this is the venue, the avenue. But I also get, guys, that in order for the Republicans to do what they would need to do in order to really disrupt it, it would have to be much on a much bigger scale, and they don't have it. Okay, exactly, exactly. No, I'm serious. It's almost like we need. You know how they have people like look working at the booth, not the booth, the voting thing. You can volunteer. The same thing. We should volunteer. Don't really need to know who's gonna count. Who's gonna count this thing? Who? Excuse me. I don't know. So like I said, I think I'm feel okay about it. It's just in a weird way, guys. This is actually better though than the machines. The voting machines are more dangerous. Okay, more dangerous. So okay. So yeah, but I think I mean, let's see here. Okay, so let's say August, September, October, November 3rd. Okay, I got 4 months. Okay, so let's see. Let me close my eyes and see month by month. Okay, I see that the pressure is high. Is getting much stronger until August and until like mid September. And after mid September is like the harshest month, and then it like something happens. where like it releases a little because there's more investigations on this behavior, okay? But they're gonna put a lot of pressure. They're saying they want people to get scared, sort of like, companies before they want to fire people, they want people to leave or something. They do things like that, like they want to, you know they want to like, there's something where they, but so no, so the people at the post office is not gonna, it's a momentary thing. They're not gonna get rid of the post office, no. And they're not gonna stop it, no, but they're gonna try, mentally especially. Guys, can I also say, I almost feel like they would try to also get the information of the people who work at the post office and harass them by texts or something, like that, like kind of like a mental, like psychological kind of, it's called information warfare, right? Like that, like they want people to be like, oh my god, my job, oh my god, what's gonna happen, like I can't, this whole, as you know, sometimes I get mad when people say, oh, but this, it's like they want people to get so scared that the office, the post office is gonna go broke, but it's not, okay? I don't think so. It's just that they want it to happen. Okay, put it aside, not that the numbers are not bad, not that they are lacking money, but it's like they want to destroy, they really want to be like, how Trump does it. We forgot to put the funding for them, I'm sorry, oops. But it's not going to work. They see through it, okay? Even if he has to go to the Supreme Court, like, they're going to try, but it's not going to work, I don't think. Okay, so next, now, oh my god, okay, so quickly. Okay, so what else? And I'm just quickly here going back, just cards, just because I want to know, guys. Okay, tell me more about now, just Nancy Pelosi and the whole like election interference quickly. Oh no, painful ending. Oh my God, you were signed up to a texting system. Oh, weird. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I hope nothing. Okay, so interesting, painful ending. Then Nancy comes with sword and changes things. Oh, interesting, but man, okay, opportunity to achieve what she wants, what we want through, I think Nancy, I have sword. I cutting people. I cut them. Oh yeah, I cut them. Here, okay, 90 days. In 90 days, okay. Within 90 days, everything comes out, okay, about the White House. So she, I think she's not idle, of course. We know she works very hard. Okay, so oh no, prison puts people in prison. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Contempt. Yeah, so litigate. So guys, I think this is, to me, it feels like the last. It's almost like the last mile. Okay, the last mile. Like this is like a lot of fighting. Okay, but she seems, she knows what she's doing, but she knows like dotting every I. Okay, it's kind of crazy here, like the amount of pressure and what's going on, all the stuff that's going on. Okay, so then I'll just quickly do the musketeers here. Okay, so what happens? Okay, quick question: will Trump be able to postpone the elections? No. Offer. Okay, is he going to was Trump going to postpone the elections? Okay. Yeah. So no. Lack of clarity. Yeah. So you see, this is like this is the clouds, the White House, and the help of the foreign powers. So yeah, this is the guys. They try to do everything they can. Okay. No. It works with the thing. No. Oh, disgrace. Yeah, disgrace. Yeah. So this is a card of longing to, guys. So I feel like they try to do everything they can. They feel like they could try to, this is like what's sad is like what we're living through right now, guys. It is disgrace. This is what we're living through. It's a real disgrace. Okay. It's true. It's a natural disaster, the whole thing, coronavirus. But at the same time, clearly they wanted to use it for their oh great, it's a tragedy. Let's use it. And they couldn't, okay? I think they know that they will do everything to stay in power. Is he going to do? No, I don't think he will. But he's gonna try, okay? So okay, so this is it, okay? It's like it's like the oh my god, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I don't think, no, I don't think it is. But you know what I mean? Saying like they're gonna try. What I mean to say, guys, is that they're gonna try everything in the book, disinformation, scare tactics. Even like I said last time, try to create like a fake. What is it, like a fake? A terrorist attack. No, all of this. They're gonna try everything in the book of this disinformation, and like all of it because they're scared. Okay, okay. Okay, now quickly, guys, you saw the thing about the co-founder of Federalist Society calling out Trump. But I'm like, you know what? Those people, guys, I'm like, oh, he cares, suddenly cares about elections. Like, I don't believe it. Okay, I just don't think those. Oh, they suddenly turned around. These are the same people that they put all the judges in power. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Federalist Society, they're so great. No, they're not. They okay. So what's up with them? What's going on? I think they are scared because they say if the guy has to go, we're gonna have to take the brunt of it. Like they're afraid, really, that they could lose the judges, which I think they will. Which I think they will. But so that's it. CYA, cover your ass, kind of thing. Okay, now, oh my God, there's so much, guys. Okay, I have to go fast, okay, because I took a while in the thing of the election, the post office, all those things. Now here, let's talk about prosecuting Trump's administration criminals and then the economic recession. It's a hard question. It's a hard question, but I have to talk about it, okay? But first, let's talk about okay, here. Let's talk about okay. Yeah, I've noticed, by the way, I've noticed online sometimes people say, "Oh, nothing's gonna happen." I know that Biden's gonna be like, he's so nice, he's just not gonna do anything. I don't believe it. Okay, I have a strong feeling because we will not be happy until those people are in jail. Okay, it's very important for us that justice happens. So, is it gonna happen? It's a general question. Are people from the Trump administration going to be fine? And I don't just mean, guys, Jared and Trump and those people that we know like really well, but what all the people that are hidden behind the scenes making it happen that we have never heard of. I'm sure they're just as guilty. Okay, but how? Okay, so tell me about, because you just see there was a guy that made me so angry. So another company that received 700 million, and it just so turns out the company was owing 700 million exactly to one of Trump's friends or something. So come on, I'm so tired of this. They have to go to jail. Okay, so how will the next? Okay, this is the question. How will the next administration handle the volume of corruption in the current administration? It will take several years to get everyone. How will they go about it? Okay, really. How will the next administration handle the volume? Because it's so much. How the hell do you manage all of it? Okay. It's saying that they're going to have like a corruption task force. It's almost like they're going to have a closer relationship. I don't know what it is with the FBI. There's something like they're going to have to like expedite and then almost like have Congress. Yeah, no, of course they have to fire everybody, but like I'm saying, like committees of like, but not committees like in the sense that they talk a lot in front of people, but it's sort of like they're gonna. I don't explain it, guys. They have, because again, there's so much, right? So they're gonna have to like to figure out how they're gonna, because it's almost like it's, guys. It reminds me of almost like accounting. When you're investigating fraud. Okay, yeah, but also when you investigate fraud, you have to be like, okay, so how do we? It's like they have to go back, guys. Every place, imagine like every single department. They're gonna have to like see how they got the money, where the money went. Think about, it's a lot of work. So they're gonna have to have like financial, like almost like a huge like internal. It's like a huge internal commission. That's right, commission. But like I said, it's not so much about like talking like in front of the population. It's more like they're gonna have to every how they have inspectors general, something like that. They're gonna go in and they're gonna go back through the records of everything. Every single department is gonna have to have a person like that who then work. You know what I mean? So it's almost like there's a separate government. Is that it's something closer to me, reminds me of the inspector generals type of people. That they're gonna go back and then they're gonna have to like, it's like accounting. That's what it is. You know how, for example, if you work, yeah, it's like if you work for a company and you spent the money, you deal with the budget. you spent the money with like strippers or something, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, tell me where did the money go? Oh no, we went to like a, and it shows. It's sort of like you have to account for how you spent the money, and it's a lot of times they can't, so they have to go backwards. Oh, is that how it was? Interesting, Warren question. Yeah, they have to go backwards and check who had the money, where's the money, and they have to, and then they're gonna have, and then it's telling me here, once the person finds out, this says, okay, this person is missing this, we don't have this and that, then they talk to the FBI. They have a direct connection. They have a direct connection with the FBI, like a private line. Hello, FBI. Because then that's when it's almost like you have first the people like that, the check on things, and then they pass it on to the actual prosecution of it. Okay, because I feel like the people inside these departments, they're not going to be the ones actually directly, I'm going to prosecute you. No, then they pass it on to the FBI. They do their investigation. The FBI is like, okay, so you I'm gonna, send a subpoena, send me this, do this and that. Okay. And then I see, guys, they're going, and then they go through their bank accounts. They, like, how they say, for example, let's say you make $100,000 from your government job. Suddenly you have like a Lamborghini or whatever, have a huge expensive house now, and like now you can't travel, but you know what I mean? Like they're living beyond their means. And that's when you find out, like, oh, they're stealing money. Oh yeah, that's right. It's like you have to explain where your money comes from. Oh, and a lot of times it's just, that's it. All those people that work for Trump, they are they are thieves, okay, criminals. That's it. On top of like the Russian thing, think about it. But that's it. They're gonna have to do like every single thing. They're gonna have to do essentially audition, like auditing. That's right, but auditing, or like almost like forensic accounting, auditing and stuff like that. And even documents, like they have to see what was where. And I even see people who were retired, who had like left the government from the Obama administration earlier, to check exactly. Well, I feel like, I think, guys, I see like they have to comb through everything. There's going to be the thing, okay, Trump and Kushner, all those things, but below, that's like the FBI is dealing with them already, but like below every single department, they're going to have to like go through every single person. Like, think about. But that's going to take a little longer, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It has to happen. It has to happen. And then if they find out that you took the money's coming back. That's what I think. The money's coming back to the taxpayers. Okay. So, we're going to need money so we can take a lot of it back. Okay. Okay. So, but it's more like, guys, because they need people who need to know what it was like before. Like, what is the difference between when you were working in this office and now? That thing, like the feeling like that. Okay. So, okay. So let me go to, okay. So what is the next question then? What is the next question about it? How does it go? So that is like every single thing. Okay. Every single department. Okay. But then, okay, let's say, but okay. I have a question. What about, for example, you guys know that Kushner, he's in charge of a lot of things. So how are they going to know what Kushner took from the government? All, guys, is saying that this is like, it's going to be so much work with this PPP loans. They're going to have, because as you know, guys, they gave money to companies that don't even exist. Even Kodak, as you know. Kodak, think about Kodak. Like how they give money for them to make medicines. Like they were a camera company. Oh yeah, they're going to make some pills. That, all of this, like I said, it's fake. So they're going to have to check. Oh my God, guys, it's crazy. But they're gonna hire a lot of people. It's gonna be a job. If if you have a county background or whatever, there's gonna be a lot of jobs prosecuting those people, going back to the thing. And it's saying Treasury Department also. A lot of people are gonna go to jail. Who works the Treasury Department? It's Barr's daughter, Mary Dale. I think Mary something. Her name is Mary. Yeah, Mary. So she works there, the Treasury Department. Vincent, she works there. Very nice. Okay, so a lot of people going to jail. A lot of people going to jail. Thank God. Okay, now I understand. So that's how it is. Now, what about like Jared? Everything is saying that the government, guys, is bugged. Like all his bank accounts, wherever he takes money from, they know. And he's not that smart. Those people are saying they're not that smart. So they just, they know they're taking the money. They've already frozen some of the money in New York, especially. Oh, where's my money? I need money. Oh. So okay, so this is like, yeah, this is Okay, so yes, they need to get the big fish, but they need to calm everybody out. Okay, exactly. Andrew Weissman, guys, I know him. I know him. No, I don't. But it's like he's, by the way, he's publishing a book. Did I tell you about his book? Is coming out. He's talking. It's going to be a book about the Mueller investigation. Okay, so anyway, so oh my god, so but I think, guys, but it's imagine the tough thing is that he doesn't have, like, you need you need 100 Andrew Weissmans, because think about it. Andrew Weissman, he would investigate one person, or like, one mob thing. Imagine now you every single department they're gonna have to investigate. Okay, so it's like we need a lot of people, but I think there's going to be a lot of good young people. Okay, who are going to work on this. It's going to be good. I'm excited about it, to be honest, because because we need to account for the money. They stole the money. They need to go to jail. We need to take, and guys, okay, this is this is like it's gonna be, we're gonna have a lot of auctions, because the cars, whatever you buy, they take it, so they can you can sell it, like, not sell it. They take your property, not you stole the money, bought stuff. So then they like, oh, excuse me, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take that. So you guys, we're gonna be able to find very nice computers, nice shoes, nice, luggage, whatever. It's gonna be a great place to shop. You need a car, you need something that's gonna be like lower prices. It's the auctions of the people in the Trump administration. Okay, so okay, so then okay, 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 and then I see it's gonna be like in the news because people are gonna buy this stuff for historical value. Okay, but you have to bless it because devil's hands been there. Okay, okay, so interesting. So okay, so now what about the assertion that Biden is gonna pardon Trump people, or they're not gonna look? No, not true at all. And I see, hopefully, Kamala Harris is like, really? No, I don't think so. No, no, guys, imagine if all of this happens and they don't go to jail. They don't go to jail. This is not gonna work. Like, seriously, imagine, like, no, we're gonna have that's gonna have a revolution. Okay, do you feel I feel it. This is the thing that what do I want the most? I don't just want the government to change. I want these people to go to jail. If they don't go to jail, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. I just think if they don't go to jail, I'm gonna put them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm serious. I don't know what to. I would do a lot of things. I don't know. But I think they will. I think they will because this is the thing. If they don't, then the government is not gonna put itself back. And as you know, I know from Brazil, like I was telling you guys before, corruption actually very hard to fight. If you don't catch it, it continues like a cancer. It spreads. It just spreads and spreads. Okay. So exactly, guys, and think about testing. It makes me angry to think they thought they could get away with a big heist stealing from the government. But imagine, it's almost like it's really the death by 1,000 paper cuts, like thousands of different kinds of stealing. It's not. It would be easy if it was just one, but it's hundreds and thousands of ways that they steal. Like, even look at Trump, how he charges the government for golfing. He does. His friends have fake companies. There's so many things they do, so many things they do. So this is why it's hard. It's because it's broken up into so many things. Okay, okay. Now let's go here. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so now, okay, this is, I'm not even going to look at this trucking thing. Obviously, oh my god, it's so wrong. But is it okay? We don't have to, because we know. I mean, we know what this is. Now let's talk about. This is gonna be tough. Okay, it's gonna be tough. I'm sorry. Only this a little bit of time to talk about it. I should expand it a little bit more, but let's start. Okay, so the economic recession. Okay, so yesterday we had the news that the economy shrank 9.5%. Now this is the big number, right? The number, usually you want it to be positive. Okay, you want it to be positive, but it shrank 10%, just 3 months. Okay. And now this is one. The second number that is terrible is the GDP, the gross domestic product, the output, right? So a third of it shrank, is gone. So, and they said, the economists were saying, it's never happened before. Like, it's the worst on record. Okay, it's the worst on record. So how, first of all, how will this impact because what I saw, guys, yeah, that's the other thing. As we know, Trump is doing nothing. He's harming and doing both harming and doing nothing about it. He does not want to do anything about, guys. Oh, I can't even start. Okay, I might go over a little bit. I'm just like, think about how they're doing nothing to give people more unemployment. No, no, no. Meanwhile, they don't want, no, no, no. They don't want to do any. They don't want to think through this. They don't want. They just want like propaganda. They want movies. Oh, let's do a movie and say that everything is fine as long as they can falsify everything. Oh, fine, whatever. Like they just want to like make up stuff. So they don't. I think this is gonna harm Trump so much until the election. I don't see how could this how guys, he does nothing. He does nothing. And did you see that he suspended, that's the other thing. He suspended some of the like the ads in a lot of places. Oh, we have to we do the messaging. Because did you guys here in New York and I guess Hulu or somewhere, they were doing these ads. They were like, oh, are you a woman? Hello? Hello, hi, I've been raped. Hello? I'm so sorry. The police has been defunded. So if you have been raped, it's gonna be bad for you because there won't be anybody to help you. Literally, this is the ad. It's like, wow, do they think they're gonna get women voters like this? Like how harsh, oh, I'm gonna be raped, and then nobody's gonna be there for me. That's why I vote for Trump. Like the guy is a rapist himself. Like, are you serious? Like you're gonna, oh, Trump is gonna protect you from rape. Oh, come on. Really? Like I think even the voters know the guy is a rapist, okay? Okay. So anyway, so what I feel like I just wanted to say this, okay? Sorry, I jumped. But is that the whole I'm talking about how bad things are going for Trump and the recession is going to be the one thing that is bad for him. Does this mean we are in a recession? Yes, because the recession, the number is for the number of growth, okay? If as long as it's like if it's negative, it's literally a recession. Usually it's a few points. Usually it's zero or below, between 0 and 1. That's when it's so bad. But when it's this bad, 10% minus, it's 100% of a recession, like very serious recession. In other words, extremely serious recession. Okay, because it shrank. Right, the idea is the economy has to always grow, but it shrank dramatically. And I felt, guys, I don't know about you, but I felt like the economy was not doing that great even before the coronavirus. I think a lot of it was fake. I'm sorry. Like maybe it's good for the stock market, but for regular people, no. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't think it is. So I just think it's just like that it exploded, but I don't think it was that great to begin with. Okay, so so tell me now. Yes, it's gonna and he's like trying to say Trump is gonna get more theatrical and more crazy and more like how do you say like he's more like it's damn like he's gonna be more and more histrionic, okay, more crazy, and he's gonna care less and less about people because it's gonna the stories are gonna be more guys, okay, let's not even get started. Remember how the whole thing with Hillary was like, oh look, there's people in the mid, this is partially true. There's people, oh my god, there was people in the the Midwest, they were suffering. This is true, okay, this is true, but have you noticed how there's no stories now about how people are truly suffering? You know how they use it? Oh, look, it's a left behind people. New York Times every day they'd be like, oh, look at the Nazis. They're still not. They're people just like us. They suffered. Every day you have those articles, and now you don't have as many. Like, I mean, you do have the harsh stuff about coronavirus, but think about the stories of how people are suffering. Think about how stories of how harsh life is for especially like people struggling, especially if you're a parent and you have a young child. Guys, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know the struggle of childcare for women, especially at this situation, that they can't even like they could get sick, they could lose their jobs. Like, think about the pressure of all these people. Oh no, 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 never. Oh, the New York Times, no, no, cancel culture is a problem. Cancel culture. Cancel culture is the problem. The problem is cancel culture. Yeah. Like, think about it, guys. If you this is they live in a world where like the media they don't want to talk about it because it's true. They don't want to talk. They're like, oh, cancel culture. Oh, oh, cancel culture. Yeah. So I'm just like whatever. I'm just like so you know what I mean. It's like so anyway. So I just think that this is gonna get worse, and Trump is totally out of touch. And I think the same before Trump was able to act like he cared about, like, oh, he cares about regular people, but now he hates them. They don't look at, I'm suffering. I'm the one suffering. the one suffering. What are you talking about? I'm here struggling. They say bad things about me all the time. I did so, and I think it may even get to the point where he's gonna be like, I did all a lot of these people. They're so ugly and fat, and I don't like them anyway. I think it may even be that he's gonna turn against his own base because he feels like he's not like worshipped in the way he thinks he should be. This is what's interesting. I said before, guys, the more he suffers, like as far as his numbers are concerned, the more like rude he gets, and the more he's willing to like yell at the people that were there for him. The base, really. Not that I like them, but they were loyal to him. Okay, he like he thinks it's everybody's fault but his own. No, they're going after me. I did everything. I watch television. I do nothing. I yell. So no. So I think it's gonna be more and more inappropriate how he reacts, and things are gonna get worse until he goes. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So okay. So here. Okay. So quickly. So now the second part of the question. So the answer here we have: how will it impact the election? It's gonna be terrible for Trump because he has no empathy. He's not, guys. The other thing I feel like I think that the advisor are gonna be like, oh, do you want to go to this whatever city or the area that he did really well in like 4 years ago, and they're like, well, but you know what? There's a lot of unemployed people there. There's a lot of COVID people. They're like, oh, so he gets angry that people changed. That how they say the question to ask is, are you better off now than you were 5 years, 4 years ago? And the answer is clearly no, right? No, no. Remember, guys, when Obama was president, it was like heaven. Heaven happened already. It was like heaven, you know. And now, look about that. So he's angry at everybody, and it's not gonna work. Now, the second question: how is the recovery going to happen? Because, guys, this is very serious. Like, how is the recovery going to happen? What's gonna happen? How is the recovery? How is the economic recovery going to happen? Because we know this is bad. Okay, how are things going to turn around? If they turn around, what's going to happen? I see, guys. Okay, this is the thing. I see, and oh my God, there's a lot. Okay, so first of all, I think I see Biden the president. Okay, and I feel like it's like economic recovery council, something like that. They're gonna have a part of the government is gonna be. It's not just the like a treasury, like what's his name, Mnuchin. It's gonna be people who are really like more like specialized in helping communities get up again. Okay, so it's saying there's gonna be a lot of like could be longer unemployment benefit. Like, I think they're gonna give more benefits to people. A, B, they're gonna stop like foreclosure. They're gonna have to do a lot because otherwise people are gonna die of hunger. I'm serious. I'm not okay. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, I'm telling you. You probably know this too. If people don't have jobs and nobody has money, and you have like all this, like, there's no. What are you gonna do? People are gonna starve if you don't do something. Okay, serious. So I think they're gonna have these programs for like support, supplemental income. And then they're gonna have, okay, what are they gonna do to get? They're gonna have to like, what's kind of interesting here, as I said before, small businesses. They're gonna give people, like, let's say loans or what, something like a PPP thing, but without having to pay back to start a business, that will employ people. I think they will, and this has to happen. They have to, okay, guys, they have to make people like corporations pay taxes. If we make them pay taxes, hello, how much discounts do you have to give these people, guys? Okay, and I was reading somewhere like something like, I think since the 80s, the wealth of the wealthiest people held, I think it was like something like 0.7% of the wealth, or something like that, where it was like very small, and now they hold 20% in like 3 decades or something. I don't know how long. It's like 3 days. It's like the numbers are crazy. There's some people that it's the accumulation of capital among that. It's like they don't need this money. People are, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of taxing. That's all it is. You know what? Taxes fix it. How does it fix? That's it. You know, you know what I mean? So this is it. Okay. So this is mantle real estate things, okay, like especially commercial real estate. There's going to be a lot of buildings that are going to be without tenants, as you know, business, you know what I mean? So expensive, right? So they're going to have to change the thing about it. They're going to, but I see, guys, we're going to have a big government again. We already, you know what I mean? Like the girl, oh, we don't need government. We don't want big government. No, we do, because that's because you know why the government is going to give a lot of money, but they're going to have to own a lot, which is I think it's the right way to do things. Because if you don't, you cannot just give these people money. You know what I mean? So if they need to rescue a certain industry, they're going to have to give people money, but also own it. Okay, that's it. And then I think it's gonna be they're like, oh, I see that the businesses are gonna be like, oh, I don't know, but there's gonna be a readjustment. Okay, I think because I see the Walmart not having as many things, the whole China thing, but I think they have to increase the salary. They have to give benefits, guys. Walmart, the family, they are so wealthy. They're the supposedly the biggest fortune in this country. Like, but then they hire people for such low wages. They don't pay any benefits. We don't need that. I'm sorry. Like, this is not fair. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. If you know what I mean, like just tax them. Okay, that's it. It's not hard. Because guys, I'm sorry. Like, okay, for example, Uber. Like Uber, what do they do? Oh, you can call a cab or something. Oh wow, but they don't really offer anything. They just take the salary away from the person. This has to end. I'm sorry, these companies, guys. They go. You know what I mean? Why are we allowing for this stuff to happen? The middleman people come in. Why? Like really? Let's talk about they employ people, but really, we just need to cut the middleman. If a government or city has to take over, let them take over because the exploit. This is the thing, guys. Exploit. It's too much. It's too harsh. It's too much. Okay. Okay. So, and I see, guys. You know how these corporations would go. You know, it's ironic. They would go to different countries to get like cheaper labor, but now even the countries are like, no, we don't want you like leech. We don't want you to leech on our population. We don't want you to like pay nothing. You know what I mean? We don't want, like nobody wants this. It doesn't work. And even China, you know how like the Republican people they fight with China. You're not gonna have the cheap labor of China. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Oh, China terrible. Yeah, well, great. Now who is gonna produce the stuff that you want? You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be, and I think, guys, I hope this is the other thing I see here. I hope this is true. I think that the childcare situation is very serious. Okay, this is one of the things that is going to be exposed by coronavirus. Okay, is the situation of the taxes. I'm sorry, of the. Getting a little confused here, but no. But what I mean by that is like the like with coronavirus, women having to take care of kids at home and then having to go back to work and not being able to either we as the economy recovers, we're gonna have to have local like childcare for every person. I'm serious. Like, available. If a person works, then they have to have, there has to be help, guys. Or, in Germany, by the way, there was like some long story. I've been there before. There's some family friends or whatever that they had a child care business at home. Okay. And it was good for them. And I think in the neighborhoods, we should have those things. You know what I mean? Like local businesses that, you know what I mean? But the government it should be available to people. You know what I mean? Because otherwise we don't have, it can't happen. So, okay, so this is it. But say in a way, guys, I know it sounds harsh and I know it's very scary what we're living, but it's saying it's a radical restructuring of the government or of the economy and of the country in a good way, because guys, I think, and then we're going to look back at the Trump administration and how harsh, like how inhumane the whole thing was. Okay. And I was listening, I told you, I was listening to the radio. Okay. Listening to the radio today just before, and this is so good. Sometimes I was like, oh my god, that's what I'm going to do instead of like the TV that it gets me so mad. So they were talking about how, before, why the 1930s, why labor was powerful, because the situation, they were saying it was so bad during the depression that they had to change things, and that's when labor became more powerful. They said that it used to be, and this is where the guys, we get scared, okay, of things, but they're saying back in those days people died at work easily. They would die. Like they're saying, like people work in like, doing metal, children worked. And they said like people could die from like, if they work in the metal thing, they would like boiling steel, whatever could pour into, like they would die, whatever dies. And this is, how those Republicans, like, whatever, you just go to work and something happens, yeah, whatever. Like, it used to be normal that people died of work accidents. it is saying that in the 19th century, and even in those 30s, the 30s, they said like it used to be life threatening to go to work. Think about it. This is, and those sick people, guys, those people are sick. Okay, they're very sick in their heads. They're demons. Really, they're like, oh great. Did you see there was one thing, guys, when they were like they wanted to like it was some sort of law for like a slavery. It was like child labor. It was something like that. They were like they didn't want to vote for it. It's like, wow, can you imagine? Like those people, they really want things to be like the 19th century. They want, kids, children to work like starting at whatever age of, I don't know what age, 10 or 8 or whatever. That's their dream, to go back to the era when they could do this, when they could get away with this. They were saying that it was amazing because they were talking about there used to be hunger marches. Can you imagine? People were starving, and that's why things changed. It wasn't like, oh, let's sit, oh, let's sit down, and like it wasn't even theoretical. It was like if they didn't do something, people were dying. So this is and I get this message, guys, from the spirits or whatever, saying like things have to change. They're like, you know what, things have to change. And what's it's saying, what's maddening to the Republicans now is that the COVID is not a person. They can't be like, oh, it's him, it's them, it's the Democrats, you know. So okay, but it's saying that it's gonna bite them in their butt because people are gonna suffer. Everybody's gonna suffer, and everybody is suffering. And so, and as you know, when people who vote for Trump, it hurts. Oh, hurt me? What? No, no, no. You know what I mean? So that's what I think, guys. So it's gonna get better. Okay, I have a good feeling. Okay, that like I mean this is like maybe it's obvious for everybody, right? That like first of all, the evil levels of Trump are like unreal. Like it's extremely evil. So then people get so angry, like they're so upset at what we're dealing with right now that things are going to shift in the other opposite direction. Number one. Number two, it's not just like observing the things, but things are going to be bad. So we're going to have a government of people that are competent, okay, who are going to be good at like kind of like bringing people together. Does it make sense? Kind of like they have, and I feel, guys, it's almost going to be, it sounds kind of funny to say here, it's almost going to be a government that is not exciting or like not fun, or like even Obama has beautiful words, but it's going to be managers, like people who are like really good at organization skills and like making things happen, having plans, you know what I mean? Like that, like, oh, let's do something. We actually have to do something. Okay. And I see it's so funny now. You know how I feel about whatever Bernie and stuff. Bernie, he has good points, okay, but a lot of those, as you know, I don't like those people like kind of like yelling morality thing. But it's saying that they're going to be shocked at how the government has been much more left than they expected, because we have to do things, guys. But a lot of them are like just want to yell, oh, no. But it's going to be like, no, we're going to do things, because otherwise. But it's just gonna, guys, it's saying it's gonna change of consciousness. The same, guys, something happened. You think about it, even the 19th century to now, they stopped slavery, they stopped child labor. This is good, okay? It's something, humanity, it looks like it does change, okay? Like people move, because when suffering is too much, they have to change. So that's the message, guys. That's the message for you, okay? So it's, in other words, I think the message of today is that it's gonna be, the dark, demons, they're gonna be messing up, like creating illusions, most of it. Okay, a lot of illusions, a lot of big messes until the election. They're not gonna win, and it's more about, just saying, it's more about actually threats than doing. They're not gonna succeed in the same way that they did in 2016. They're gonna make messes, but eventually we're gonna get in. We're gonna get in, okay, in the government. It's a sure thing, I think. And then we're gonna rebuild, okay. Guys, remember, like, this is true. At the beginning, I was like, oh, it's so weird that we don't celebrate when Trump leaves. Not so fun, because the situation is so dire. Okay, this is true. Situation very serious. So, but at the same time, after that, that's when it gets better. But not until, it's interesting. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Okay, sorry, I'm like talking. Is it okay? I'm talking so much, but that's it. Okay, it's gonna be, in a weird way, I feel like this is challenging, but when we get out of it, there's gonna be, like, I know it's a weird image, like paternal, it sounds very paternalistic, but it's sort of like there's gonna be like a government embraces that helps us, okay. I think there's going to be a much more mature, I mean, real government. Okay, it's going to be a rebuilding, like after, like honestly, after war, after like disaster, calamity. Yes, yes. Good night, guys. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so I'll see you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. It was nice. It was very nice. Okay, I enjoy conversations and I like the comments. We're coming back. Okay, so have a good weekend, guys. Okay, so I love you. Okay, and stay. Take care of yourselves and your families. Okay, it's gonna be okay. It's like a tough, tough ending until trash leaves. Okay, okay. All right, guys. So have a good evening. Okay, have a good week. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Rest. Okay. Okay. Have a good one. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye.